What up, yeah? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Track and Ace. Man, it's been a while, right? It's been a while, man. Been a while, man. It's that time of year, man. Indoor track season has started. The road to Paris is officially underway. 6 more months to the Paris 2024 Olympics, and about 5 months away to U.S. Nationals. So we are almost at that point again where track is about to heat up, and this is a very important year for the U.S. track scene as they build momentum for those home Olympics in 2028 in 4 years. And so let's talk about Abby Steiner, man. It's been a while, man. I haven't really did any videos on here since the World Championships in Budapest, Hungary. Just been enjoying my off season, just been enjoying the off season, doing some other things, man. But we about to pick it up, man. We really about to pick it up around here, man, and try to get this thing going, man. So it's January. I've actually done a couple of videos talking about Abby that I recorded. I just never uploaded them. Didn't have time. Never got around to it, man. Never got around to actually putting it together. So what I decided to do is, man, I said, you know what? Instead of doing any heavy editing, I just put one picture up and we'll just talk behind that so I can get this video up, man. So trying not to make this a long video either, man. I'm just really talk about some things, man. So Abby, let's get to it. Abby, as we all know, shut down her season back in July to move up her surgery date on the bone spur that she had that was pressing up against her Achilles, and she was running in pain all season, as we learned. And she got that surgery so she could get the pain back to being pain free, which will allow her to run the way she did the year before. And Abby said it herself, man. She said her goal was to try to make that team in Budapest, and the reason why she shut her season down right there, she didn't make the team. So to her best efforts, and there wasn't really any point to continue the season and continuing to run in pain. Moving up the date that she had, because she was originally supposed to have that surgery in like early September. She ended up moving it up. I believe she had it like not too long after Nationals, and that gave her just, more time to rest up so that she could have a chance to start training again. And, we saw a video of her looking like she's back in shape. She was doing some squats and stuff like that, as she showed on her social media not that long ago. And she's showing that she's working hard. She's working hard, man. She says it's because of her love of the sport. The reason why she didn't shut her season down earlier last year. I'm pretty sure her training staff probably wanted her to shut it down a little earlier, but she wasn't about that life. She she was like, I ain't shutting shit down. You know what I mean? Like, that's Abby. That sounds like Abby to me. Abby's one of those girls where you're just not going to be able to stop her from doing what she wants to do. But she knew she was in pain, and she knew that the best thing for her was to shut things down before it got worse, and I think she made the right move. I really do. I think she made the right move. And gotta say, man, I think that she most definitely can come back on time whenever she wants. The question is she doing indoor this season? I don't know yet. That hasn't been confirmed by anybody. Usually, the Millrose games is when we'll know if she's going to do any indoor. I got this feeling she might skip indoor and she might just go straight to outdoor, just so she can get even more time to rest her body, and not run at full speed, early or anything like that. Because look, this is an Olympic year, and I know her goal is to get to the Olympics. I know that's the goal. At the end of the day, she wants to get to those Olympic Games, man. She wants to get back to Paris and have a better run than she had last year when she was running against Gabby Thomas and stuff like that. And I think that she wants to arrive this year and be this year's Gabby Thomas, where she completely turns around her year. So we'll see about that. She's going to have to make that happen, obviously. But I do think Abby, the first thing that I think that we're all going to see from Abby is that she's back healthy again. I think that's the first thing that we're going to notice when we see her in her first few races is that, you know, because she's going to come out with some rust on the first couple of races. So I'm not expecting too much on her first couple of races. But after that, when she starts to really get herself seasoned up a little bit, I think that she's going to be someone that's going to be just getting back to her levels back in 2022 where because like everything, I felt like everything last year looked harder. And I'm glad that we found out it was because of the injury. Because I was like, man, you know, it's not. Because I was starting to feel like at some point, especially after the New York Grand Prix, I was starting to feel like something's going on with Abby. Like, I just started feeling like something's going on with Abby. She might be nursing an injury that we don't know about. 2 weeks later, we found out she was nursing an injury because it just felt like everything was coming harder to her. And I didn't think it was all just being a rookie. Yeah, that definitely played a part. No doubt about it. Abby would have struggled regardless if she was fully healthy or not last year because she has to get used to those track surfaces overseas. I just don't think she would have struggled as much as she did had she been healthy. I think she would have been slightly better. Like in the 100, I think her time would have been about 10 tenths of a second faster than what it was. I think it would have been 10 seconds faster. I think she would have been in like that 11.05, 11.10 range instead of the 11.20 range that she was in. 11.20, 11.25 range. I think she would have been a little bit faster than that. And then in the 200, she never did get past the 22 flat, which told me, you know, under a 22 flat, which told me like, yeah, something's going on. You know, something's going on with this girl. And we're going to find out eventually at some point what was going on with her. But the good thing is she confirmed it. And now we know. And so that kind of takes away a lot of the questions that we had of exactly what was going on with Abby Steiner. And I guess it allows us to move on to this season and see where she's at going forward. Because this is still the most promising 200-meter athlete that's on the scene right now. It's still the most, I don't care. Look, people can hate on, like I said, people can hate on Abby all they want. And that's fine. But this is still the most promising 200-meter athlete out there. Doesn't matter what happens and, you know, people, like I said, you know, hating on her or whatever like that. It's just, it doesn't matter. This is still, at the end of the day, still the most promising 200-meter athlete out there. You know what I mean? Still the most promising 200-meter athlete out there. And, again, she has all the potential in the world to be the one to break FloJo's record or get close to it. And the promising thing for Abby is if you look at Shericka Jackson, who really didn't arrive to me in the 200 until the 2022 season, Shericka Jackson was 27 that season. Abby is what, 24 right now? She still has time to grow into her body, to grow into her speed levels and everything. Like, she still has a lot of time. And I really believe that we won't see the best of Abby for another few years. I think we're still far off from seeing the peak form of Abby. Like, I don't think we're going to see anywhere near the peak until like the 2028 Olympics or anywhere around that time, maybe even after that. I just believe that she's got a long way to go. She's got a long way to go. And I think that's the fun part about it for the rest of us is that we know that she's got a long ways to go. She's got a really long ways to go. And that's the fun part, you know? That's the fun part. The fun part is that she's still got a long ways to go. So it's going to be exciting to see where her career goes because, again, she's got a long ways to go, guys. And there's no telling where she gets to. and all that other stuff. Like I said, it's just no telling where she gets to, man. Because like I said, she's got a long ways to go. And I think this season, like I said, is so important for her. You know, it's so important to see where she's going to go. And the thing that we have to do is we just got to, you know, practice some patience and see exactly, you know, what her career details. You know. But like I said, you know, I think the thing about her is that she will get her speed back, which is probably the part that I'm looking forward to the most out of Abby, is just seeing this year getting her speed back. Because that was something that we were kind of robbed of as fans last season. We were robbed of that. We was really robbed of seeing Abby at her top peak form. And I think the first thing, like I said, that you're going to notice from her this year is that her speed is going to be back. Like, that's the first thing that you're going to notice this season, is that she's going to look a little faster on that track surface this year. Last year, like I said again, I'm going to have to repeat this, we were robbed of that. So we really didn't get a chance to see exactly where she's at. But now this year, we get a chance to see where this girl is at. And it's going to be fun. It is going to be so fun to see where Abby is at. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait, man. Not just even for the first race that she has, just in general, I can't wait. You know, because I think it was so fun. Like, you guys don't know how fun it was. Not just seeing like her college run, her last months as a collegiate athlete, but when she arrived at the Nationals in 2022, it just, like, something about that girl was just different, bro. And it's going to be fun to see that Abby Steiner back. It really is. Like, I freaking can't wait. I freaking can't wait, man. I cannot wait till we get back to that point with Abby, bro. Because Abby is, man, she's one of a kind, bro. She's one of a kind. And I can't wait, bro. Like, I literally cannot wait. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait to see this girl, man. I just think this year is going to be different. And I kind of understand where Gabby Thomas fans were coming from last year, because they were talking the same way us Abby Steiner fans are talking right now. Last year, the Gabby Thomas fans were telling us they couldn't wait to see Gabby this year. They knew she'd be a lot more healthier, and then you see the type of season she had. Now, let's leave it on Gabby. Let's leave it on Gabby, because I know what everyone wants to know. What everyone wants to know is, will she beat Gabby Thomas? You know, or is she going to come anywhere close to her? Let me say this. This is in my early prediction. Let me say this. I don't think she's going to beat Gabby Thomas. I think what I saw from Gabby Thomas last year, and maybe respect her even more, because I felt like that was the Gabby Thomas that was promised from the 2021 Olympics. You know what I mean? Well, technically the 2020 Olympics, but took place. I always call it 2021 because it actually took place in 2021. But that was the promising Gabby Steiner. I mean, the Gabby Thomas that we saw that year. And I think if she continues, and I think her goal is still to get back to the Olympics and win a medal, to win the gold or silver. So I think that's going to hinder Gabby quite a bit from beating her. But what I'm going to say is that I think they're going to have some really good races this year. I think we didn't really get a chance to see Gabby quite in that form. Okay? This year, we're going to get a chance to see Gabby in that form. You know what I mean? And I think that's going to make it funner for all of us to see what she's going to do, and not just Gabby, but Abby. I just think both girls are going to be able to do what they couldn't do when they were hurt. You know what I mean? And I think it's going to be fun watching the both of them this year. You know what I mean? Like, not just Abby. It's going to be fun watching Gabby too this year. Because I think Gabby's still kind of underrated. I really do. I think Gabby's still really underrated. But I think the thing about it is, in my heart of hearts, I still believe Gabby has the most potential of the two. Like, there's something, Abby still has the most potential of the two. Because there's something about Abby that I saw in 2022 that I was like, damn, man, she looks like she could be the one. Because that, like, and that's without seeing Abby, like, reach a 21.6. You know what I mean? Like, once we see that Abby, bro, it's going to be something else. It's going to be something else. When we see that Gabby, it's going to be like, holy shit. It's going to be like, holy shit. When we see that Gabby, that Abby, bro. I keep getting them mixed up because it's Abby, Gabby. When we see that version of Abby Steiner, bro, the 21.6, because that was the first time in my life I saw the 21.5 version of Gabby Thomas. And there is just something different about the two versions. It's not the same. Like, it's not the same. Like the Olympic version of Gabby from 2 years ago is not the same version that we saw in both Budapest and the U.S. Nationals. It's not. And that's why I'm telling, like, anybody, it doesn't matter if you're an Abby fan or you're an Abby hater or you just don't care about Abby at all. Like, she's not someone, it's like a priority for you, but you're listening to this video, though. What I'm going to say is that the one thing that I'm noticing is that the promise of Gabby in Abby is that there's a ton of potential between the two. Like, I'm telling you, we hadn't seen the best of Abby nowhere close to it yet. This is why I keep, one thing is that I know a lot of us was arguing about back and forth with Abby haters is that you had never seen the best version of Abby Steiner. So when people say, she's going to be slower from here on out, bro, you never saw the best version of Abby. Just like when people were talking shit about Gabby last year or even the year before that, because, like I said, this isn't just unique to Abby. There were people talking trash about Gabby the last couple of years before Gabby showed out. I even defended Gabby a few times in like on social media. And I was telling people, like, dude, you ain't seen the best of Gabby Thomas yet. How you going to assume this and that? You hadn't seen the best version of her yet. Next thing you know, she pops out at 21.5. You know what I mean? In Oregon. Eugene. So you don't know what these girls are going to do. So to, like, say that this or that, you got to... You gotta chill. Gotta chill, guys. Because you don't know what's the best version of these girls, bro. You don't. You really don't. You don't know the best version of these girls, man. I don't know the best version of these girls yet, because I ain't seen it yet from either one. Sha'Carri last year, you could say it with her too. People talk trash about her, and then she showed the best version of herself, man. You just don't know, man, until they prove it to you and they go out and do it, or go out and never do it, But the fun thing about Abby going forward this year is that we're going to see the Abby that we've been waiting on. You know, as far as the speed level, we were waiting on this Abby since 2022, and we're finally going to see it. You know what I mean? And it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun season for everybody to follow the sport. And I can't wait, man. I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. Because I can't wait because I know it's going to be a fun year. It's going to be a fun ride. It's going to be a fun ride. You know? And we all just need to enjoy it. We all just got to enjoy it, bro. We just got to fucking enjoy it, bro. Paris Olympics. So to close out this video, let's talk about the Paris Olympics and the goal for Abby Steiner this year. You know, what we need to see from her to get there. I think what Abby needs to do, she definitely needs to do some 100s. That's definitely something that I'm noticing. Because she's going to be faster this year. I think if she could gain a little bit more confidence, because I think she's going to run, she's got an opportunity to run like an 11.10. Because if she gets any slight of her speed back, she should be at that level. And I think that's a win for Abby to get like an 11.10. Because that means in the 200, she's going to be capable of being back under the 22 flat, you know, this season. And I'm expecting her this season, when she gets her legs really warmed up, I'm expecting her to go below 22.77. I think she needs to break her personal best this season. I think it's going to take that for her to make the Olympic team too. I think she's going to have to break that personal best. Because as we saw at U.S. Nationals, next to Gabby Thomas, there was nobody faster. I mean, if Abby got a 21.77, she comes in second with ease. You know what I mean? So it's going to be very interesting to see exactly where Abby Steiner is going to be going forward on that level. You know? So it's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun to see exactly where Abby ends up. You know? But I am expecting her to get to a 21 point. I think it's going to take her getting back below a 21.9 to make that team. And I would love for her to make that team. I know she might be able to make the relay team, but I think where it starts for Abby is in that 100. Getting a couple of 100 runs in her to get that speed up. Because to me, that's the thing that she needs to get back is her speed level. And I think with her not running in pain, I think that's the one thing that's going to come back. Is the speed level. I think our speed levels are going to be back. I'll be surprised if they aren't. You know, if we go through the whole season and we don't see it. Because then we know something's wrong if she doesn't get back to that level this season. So at the end of the season, we'll, you know, I'll hopefully do an end of the season video on Abby and kind of give my thoughts on her this season and where she's at. But yeah, I definitely think that we definitely need to see her do it, you know. But as of right now though, this girl is this girl's prime for a bright future. I think this girl is definitely primed for a very bright future. And I think her future as a 200 runner is one of the brightest I've seen in the sport. I mean, she has all the talent, the skill to get there, man. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to see where she's at. We'll see if she does anything on the indoor scene, Milrose, anything like that. I doubt it, to be honest with you guys, but if she does anything like that, we'll see. If not, she'll probably return in April. And it's going to be fun from there. And I'm telling you right now, if she looks dominating in that first month, boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm not expecting much out of the first month. But if she looks dominating, we'll see, man. I'll holler at y'all, man. Going ahead before we get on out of here, hit that like button. Hit the like button. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel, y'all. Shout out to Jacob the analyst, man. Shout out to the rest of y'all. If I see y'all in the comment section, man. Yeah, man. It's gonna be exciting, man. It's gonna be an exciting year, man. Thank y'all for watching. Track and Ace.